where you can slant your phone so we can see you straight. We are seeing you like this. Is there a way, or this is how you want to put it? You are muted. Unmute yourself.
For landscape.
It's on. Yes, it's on. You don't want to put it on. What's that thing called now? Oh yeah. All right.
Are we good?
Yes, perfect. But perfect. So I can see you and your husband. Perfect. Yes. Oh, Jesus, you guys, you don't even know what you're in for this evening. Like you, me, my baby boo. See how the body should be fighting, and I'll be right there with you. I may be small, but I'm mighty, and I go run up for you. Come on now. So you're warmly welcome to Love Stories with Coach Greatness. And tonight, I have an exciting topic, an exciting couple. Mr. Martins Olusheye and his beloved wife. This man loves his wife, guys. Like, you know why you're privileged to visit your friends' husband's WhatsApp status. So you could catch them, in some instances. Okay, I'll stop the music now. So in some instances, you're going to catch them when they are posting either nasty things or good things, but in this case, I was watching his status from when they got married. And every day I see his WhatsApp status, I'm like, hey, father. Then I'll see my friend's status. She should just be posting her work. All right, so I'm going to stop the music at this Yorkshire, like my Calabar people will say, so you can hear me loud and clear. And I'll stop shouting because it's making me to shout. The music was making me shout. And so then there was one day and I decided to do a video call with my friend, like, babe, that is married life. My friend was looking fresher, younger. I'm like, so what this man is posting is not, there are some social media love. We all know that, right? Please, you can unmute and engage. Please, let it not be only me talking. I beg you. Please, I beg you. Let's interact, right? So I saw my friend looking much more beautiful, much more, okay, I'm seeing something strange on the screen right now. Sorry, let me just... When technology. So this evening, my friend Esther, that is always supporting me, situations beyond her control. She couldn't help out. Yeah, I'm trying to, oh my God, I mistakenly closed the slide. So like I said, so I saw her looking younger, finer, fresher. I'm like, babe, what's going on? She said, I have peace. I was like, hey. And when you know your friend for how many years, your friend have dated all sorts of boss person. And you're like,
not this. Oh, dated all.
Really? This is your ex, so. And she said, babes, I've always known I'm going to marry my ex, but, in his own case, I was trying to be like, why should it be him? Why him of all people? And I'm like, okay. Then I spoke with her husband as well, and I was like, I think you guys need to come and encourage we singles that we are in that place where, we have this good this good man. I don't know what it was or what he or she was initially, right? But the fact that the person is back and the person is saying, I want to make things right. Can you just give me a chance? And I think that your story will inspire them to actually do that. So I'm going to be sharing my objective for tonight with you. Can you see my screen? Oh, my baby is here. Welcome, Esther. Esther, is your laptop back? Okay, so you can share your screen, right? Okay, still conserve your own battery. Let me still I don't even know what's going on. I can't even see my laptop again. I can't see where I was sharing my screen. Okay, so since Esther is here, maybe Esther should just share her screen. Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it, guys. Sorry, guys. So sorry. Let me turn off my video so that I'm not confusing you guys. Aha. So I think you can see my screen now.
Yes, it's loading.
Oh yeah. So you can see my screen, right? So
it's loading.
Is loading or is showing?
It's loading.
Network.
Showing.
Okay, someone said it's showing now. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so I have tonight Mrs. Onolamikpo. That's how she calls herself. When I met her, she told me her name. I'm like, what a proud name. Onolamikpo. That means the access or the routes to wealth is so much. Then her husband is Mr. Olusheye Martins, and they are both Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye. So they're going to be sharing a perspective, a balanced perspective, as I mentioned in the caption, right? To say that I know my friend had exes that she did not consider. I know Mr. Olusheye must have had an ex. I don't know if he had an ex. Maybe, I don't know. They're going to share tonight, right? Why didn't he consider her? Why my friend? Me, I'm a proud girl, happy that is my friend, right? So tonight, I want to start by, before I allow them to speak, tell me in the comment section, and you can unmute yourself, how are you feeling? You guys know that I'm a coach, and every coaching session for me is a safe space where you can onboarding, you can actually express yourself to say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I feel like beating my ex today. I feel like whichever way, however way you feel, please, I can stop recording because of you. If you want to talk, I mean it. How do you feel today? So I'm waiting, and I'm going to run through the participant list to mention names. Oyerisola Oyewole, I think that is a madam. Please tell me, how are you feeling today? Oriofe, how are you feeling today? Nengi, how are you feeling today? Miss Toyin Koleosho, how are you feeling today? Gertrude Nja, how are you feeling today? Atinuke Oyenuga, how are you feeling today? Mr. Ronald, how are you feeling today? So I'm going through the chat box. Oh, Esther is here. Why am I doing your work, Esther? Esther, will you take over from here? Yes, Mr. Ronald, you are invited, please. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Oyerisola, for letting me know the music was quite loud and I've stopped it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Madam Oyerisola says she's very well. Thank you. All right, then. So, in the midst of how you're feeling, and I don't know why nobody's responding, it's only Mrs. Oyerinde. You don't even know if I have a gift for the person. Oriofe says, I'm feeling ecstatic. Ms. Toyin College says, I'm feeling excited. Okay, keep it coming in the chat box. So in the midst of how you're feeling, so it's like, there's no need for me to ask, what are you grateful for? So usually, if you have been in any of my program, right, when I ask you how you're feeling today, the next point I want to ask is that in the midst of how you're feeling, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I want you, one person, let's one person, if you can unmute or you use the chat box, let me know what you're grateful for. So in my slide, I showed you examples of things that I am grateful for. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for friends like Onolakpo. That's when I used to, before she got married, I would go to her house and eat ewagon. She's a badass cook, right? I'm telling you guys the truth. And you all that know me know I don't like to cook. I only cook for love or money. If love is not involved or money is not involved, there's no point cooking. So I used to run to her. I mean, she used to live at Oshogbo. I spent a week with her, and she has this thing of spoiling me. I wish she could adopt me as her daughter then, but she's so proud. She said I'm too big to be her daughter. So I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for my friends that are married. I'm grateful for Health. I'm grateful for my bookshelf. Everybody knows that I'm always grateful for my bookshelf, right? I'm grateful for my accommodation. Some people are homeless, right? Even though I don't have a perfect house, I'm still grateful that I have a roof over my head. So what are you grateful for? 1 minute and we move. So Miss Oyerinsola Oyewole says, I'm grateful for the gift of life and a supportive family. And that is precious. It's not everyone that has a supportive family. So happy for you. Miss Toyin Kolosho says, for love, for life, for family, for opportunities. And I pray for you that this second half of the year will bring you much, much more opportunities. So I don't know where you are right now. I'm going to be launching a poll right now to basically sort of know the kind of people we have in this audience. So you're going to see a poll coming up on your screen. I need you to please engage the poll. So I just launched a poll titled Marry My Expo 1. And if you can see it on your screen, it's just 3 questions. Question 1 says, have you tried to make things work? Let me stop sharing because I'm very sure that now you're going to be, I hope you are not seeing the slides again, right? Please,
We're not seeing it before, though.
please can you see the slides again? Right? Please unmute and confirm.
Okay, we're seeing the slide.
Okay, I'm not seeing it again.
So you can see the poll on your screen, right? Question 1 says, have you tried to make things work with your ex? Option A says, I have never thought things could work with an ex. Once we are done, I don't look back. So someone has chosen that response. Wow, 50% have chosen that response. So we have the right audience. Wow, I'm seeing the percentage. Wow, awesome. Option B, I've not even read option B, and people are engaging with the poll. I have the right audience tonight. Yes, and things went well. Option C, I did, but things became worse. My goodness, it's now 50-50%. Onolakwa and her husband have work to do tonight. Option D, no, but I will try. Option E, I have no ex. So, Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye, we have 56. Okay, now it's jumped up. Let me see how many people. So we have, please, I need everyone to engage in this poll because I want us to get at least 80% participation. So now, as at now, 60% says, I never thought things could work out with my ex. Onolakpo, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Mr. Martins, can you hear that?
Yes, definitely.
So 60% of the people are saying, I never thought things could work out with an ex. Once we are done, I don't look back. Please, let's have more people engage. Please, let's have more people engage. Let's have more people engage. 60% of option A is still leading. Let's see if something would change. Still 60%. Option A is still leading. So in fact, I'm happy that I decided to do this. So let's go to question 2. Question 2 is just basically saying, what's your gender? Are you a male or a female? Amazing. We have 80%, 83% female, sorry, pardon me, 83%. And option C says, who broke up? Hey, this statistics is bad. Oh, let me read it out so that you can hear. And now 100%, and we have 60%, sorry, 17% says he did. 17% says she did. And 50% says we both agreed it was better to go at separate ways. And another 17%, we just drifted apart. And I'm happy that I was inspired to put up this poll. This poll is such, should I share the results with you? Or please, can one more person engage in the poll so that we can have 70%? That's a distinction. We have 67% right now. Let me scroll up again. So I'll read question 1 again. Question 1 says, have you tried to make things work out with your ex? Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye, 67% of the people on this call said that they have never thought things could work out with an ex. Once they are done, they don't look back. 33%, your name is not showing, so you have the right to vote, please. Nobody will know who voted. Nobody will know what you chose. Nobody will know who said what. Please engage. Maybe because you didn't know it was anonymous. That's why you didn't want to. 78%, perfect. Keep it coming. Just 2 more people have not voted, and I'm seeing those. I can't see the 2 people. That's the good thing about Zoom polls. So we have 71%, Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye, of people saying, I never thought things could work out with an ex. Wow. 29% says, I did, but things became worse. So we have the right couple to share their own experience with us tonight. We have 86% female and 14% male in this audience, and 43% of them says we both agreed it was better to go our separate ways. 14% says nobody broke up, we just drifted apart. 29%. And 14% says the guy broke up. So I'll end the poll and share the result for you all to see that I'm not making anything up. Can you see the result on your screen? Guys, can you see the result on your screen? Please unmute and respond. Please, can you see the result on your screen? Guys, yes. Please respond.
Yes. Wow.
And scroll down to actually see the results. Let me share the result with you guys for you to see. So this is the result. I hope my guest speakers have seen the result before I stop sharing. Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye, am I good to go? Can you hear me? Can anybody confirm they can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
So you are done with the poll, right?
Yes. Would love. Oh Christ. Okay. Just a minute.
We can hear you.
All right. So would love to keep the post on so that we can attend to them as voted for. All right.
Okay, so you want me to still keep sharing the poll, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I can move it away from my own screen. All right, I've done that. Perfect. Okay, so I hope you can still see it.
Yes, we can.
All right, so you all have seen the result of the poll, and I just want to encourage you tonight that wherever you are, whether you were the one that, so let me tell you, when I saw that more percentage of women said, more percentage of the men rather said the women broke up, in my mind, the gender advocate in me arose and said, and I'll tell you what I feel, that you men used to give us that vibes that you're no longer interested, but you will not want to tell us.
Yeah.
You will not allow us to be the one to break up. Ladies, am I speaking your mind?
100%. 100%.
So that is it. So anyway, it might be that the ladies broke up. But that's the feminine biased person inside of me speaking. Anyway, so wherever you are, wherever you are, I want you to know that tonight, do not be afraid to start all over again. It is an opportunity to rebuild what you want. I'm very sure that what Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye have today was nothing compared to what they had in the past. Is nothing compared to what they have today. And so these are my objective for you tonight. I want to help you find hope, strength, with this love story. And I hope you are having fun. Please, if you're having fun, just put fun in the chat box, please. Put fun in the chat box. If you're not having fun, say no fun. So also I want you to answer questions regarding dating, finding a life partner, relationships and marriage with this love story. And also, if you have bespoke question, like a question that is peculiar to you, something that you know that it has to do with you, right? My goal is to help you. Can I stop sharing the poll now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, let me, sorry.
I can actually hear you.
Let me take it away. Take it away. I apologize. All right. What happened? Is this saying share result? Stop sharing. Okay, I'll just move it away. Yeah, and I hope you can still see my screen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so help you to answer your bespoke question on how you can basically find your life partner and be equipped for bliss. I have amazing gifts. I am a giver. I love giving. I have gifts at the end of this session. Please stay to the end. Now, this is the best time for you to send the link to someone that you know that person ought to be here. You're like, don't miss this. So please, come, just join right away. So this is the right time for you to join them. Although we are sharing the replay, it will be on my YouTube link. You can go there to just rewatch again. So, sorry, I will just stop sharing. I hope you can see, please, if you are using a laptop and not a phone, can you see both me and my guest on your screen? If you're not using a laptop, you can't, don't worry. That's what happens. That's the beauty of laptop. But if nobody can respond, I'll just assume that everybody can see both of us because I pinned both of us on the screen. So welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye. Thank you so much for gracing us with your time, your data,
Thank you.
your love story. Thank you for being vulnerable, ahead in anticipation. Thank you so much. A lot of people are here and they have questions to ask you, but I want to start by moderating the session. Thank you, Madam Julie, for telling us you're using your phone. It's totally fine. So my first question is that, please tell us your love story. So usually I know that the male version is usually different from the female version. I don't know if that would be the case in this case. So Mr. Olusheye, do you want us to go first to share our version, or do you want to go first?
Ladies first.
After men. Ladies first, after men.
Ladies first.
They love themselves. Both of them are saying they should go first. Okay, so Onolamiko, please go first. I would stop my own spotlight. You alone will be on the spotlight right now.
Okay.
Cancel spotlight. Oh my God. All right.
Okay. So how do we start?
All right, go ahead.
Whenever you need someone, I will join you.
Okay, maybe we'll be interjecting. So while I'm speaking, you could say stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so this love story started from Facebook.
Interesting. Are you kidding? Another social media love. Guys, am I not led by the Spirit of God?
Okay, so this is it. He plays basketball, and I also play basketball. And I mean,
can anybody hear?
Can you guys hear us? Are we on the now?
It's ceased for a while.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. We both play basketball, and let me say I play professional basketball, and I usually play around the states. I mean, like everywhere in Nigeria. I've been to virtually everywhere in Nigeria. I've been to about 26 states in Nigeria, and it's true basketball, basically. So then I used to go to Ondo State.
Wow.
I do not know him. Honestly speaking, I don't know him, but I think I know one of his siblings, his junior brother. He also plays handball. And, I know other people back then. So yeah, that was how we I would say we have a knowledge of each other, but we haven't met before, like one-on-one. We haven't spoken before. If we have, I wouldn't know, because I'm a star girl, so everybody talks to me. So I wouldn't picture who that guy is. Apart from maybe a guy that I like, I can keep the picture in my head. So yeah, when I now traveled to the Philippines to study, I think that was about 2013. So I think he found out he's not been seeing me around. I think he traveled maybe to Ghana or something. He went for a wedding, was wearing a suit, and I saw it. I commented on that picture. That was 2014.
So you were the first to comment.
I commented on his picture. Like I can't forget. I forgot what I commented, but I commented. And that was where he started from. And then after then, he just messaged me up on Facebook. Like, I'm sorry to say this. It's been a while. Please, can I have your BBM pin? So that's like 2014.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, we've known each other for long. Another thing is that the name actually confused me one way or the other, because I used to know another Olushe, who comes from the same Akure. I know him from Akure, and he's also dark, he's tall. So the picture, like I said, I couldn't really picture, but I know that guy used to shake me that time. So now I feel it's the same Olushe, thinking that that guy is the one. So I was like, I was for a while. There's no big deal now. What's up? You can have my pin. I sent my
That's
pin.
how God sets you up.
And then that was the setup. And in fact, when I used to play on Facebook, I used to say my husband can never come from Facebook. Of course, why would my husband come from Facebook? So I just do my thing, and and that was it. And that's how, after a while.
Can you please tell us a bit? Do you know those that were on the first love stories? The first love story episode. I hope you guys remember that Mrs. Kenny also met her husband on Facebook. Maybe I need to be active on Facebook.
Okay,
saying, yeah. Maybe I need to be active on Facebook. You guys that you are not engaging on Facebook, guys, let's just try, right? Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting. All right.
Okay, so afterwards, he was like, oh, I think we were just cool friends. He likes to do godly things. He's a drummer. He plays virtually every instrument. I always see that he's active with music and church. And that was the kind of lifestyle I also live in the Philippines. I go to church. I do basketball. I'm also a music minister, So I just like that kind of vibe. So we were cool. So I think there was one evening time, it was during the holiday, that was same 2014 thereabout, towards the end. And it was like, we were talking. And then, now I've been away for like a year plus. I don't listen to that kind of deep Nigerian songs that we worship God in our dialect, right? I'm singing to Filipino, so definitely I'm doing contemporary songs, basically all this new song and the rest of them. So, but sometimes we twist Nigerian song, we like into Tagalog, like this. Oh Lord, my God, I thank you. We say salamat. So we try to twist some songs like that. I mean, that's the only thing I get to do aside from not singing the Oyinbo song, So, okay, now we now started worshiping God just on phone. I don't even know how that thing started. He just started telling me names of God that I cannot even remember. The way Tope Alabi used to bring those horrible, scary names of God, and you'd be like, is that God? Like, So we started doing that night. And the next thing, he just took a pause and he was like, "You're my wife." I just heard now that you're my wife. I'm like,
are you serious? He told you?
Yeah. I was like, fellow gimmicks for me, Lele now. They want to use scope for me. I'm like, you had God what? I was like, guy, you better go and hear very well. Yeah, that's why I said, but I kind of start liking him though. There is what happens to when something happens, a girl and a boy, if you're talking, ladies love to hear, when we keep on talking, this guy will reach out virtually every day, and I started liking him. He kept on saying things that we like. He'll be telling me stuffs, and I know I like him. I'm sort of get out. So I started liking him, but low key, you understand. So when he now said, I just heard God, he said, "You're my wife." I'm like, yo, hold it, just go here very well, and that's it. And for me, I didn't put my mind. I'm like, she just going, because I've been doing that with several guys. I'm not saying several guys, like I talk to a lot of people, In fact, I'm even talking to Nigerian celebrities because when you're outside the country, most of them tend to really give you audience. You understand? Then they also
I was going to say that.
And then they are celebrity, but they are basically hustling. So they get to talk to people outside the country thinking that, okay, you could have something to offer them and bring them over and all of that. So I have a lot of them that I speak to that we talk. So I just feel it's just one of them. My mind is not open to wanting today. So yeah. And then that was how it all started. I mean, after 3 months thereabout, I knew. And I have a very close friend that I talked to. He's also a guy. He's in Dubai. He's still in Dubai. In fact, by the way, the guy came all the way from Dubai for my wedding.
Can you hear? Please, can anybody hear me?
Can you hear us? No, it's true.
It was breaking. I don't know if it was my hand alone.
Maybe your end. Can you guys hear us?
Hear me? So you can hear when you're saying yes. Can you guys say? Are you guys saying yes to me or yes to the Ibitoyes? Because they are frozen right now at my hand.
Oh, okay. Is the network then?
Yes, they can hear us.
Okay, so I can hear you loud and clear now. Okay, they said yes to both of you. Okay, so that means go ahead. They said they can hear you. Go ahead, babe.
Okay, amazing. So that was how the whole relationship thing started, and then we started talking in 2014, ending into 2015. I had to come to Nigeria to renew my passport. And that's how, funny enough, he didn't tell me so much about his family, but I will tell you categorically that God revealed a lot of things to me about them. And when I went there, I saw the things the way I saw them. Do you get? So she's freezing. I don't know if the other guys can hear me. Okay.
Yeah, you were wondering what's going on.
Goodness, you're freezing too.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, let me turn off my video and just listen to you and see. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's my hand. Go ahead.
Amazing.
Go ahead.
Right.
What was I saying?
You were saying God had already revealed
everything to you. Yeah, so there's some things I've seen about him, about his family and all of that before I even, come to Nigeria. So when I did, I just felt like, I mean, I just knew that there was God here and we just kickstart. So 2015, I didn't let him meet my family. You know, women now, once you carry man, go out, that's your husband, especially from my side. So I just have to be close to his own family, be sure that I'm the only one, so that we could, so we could start all of, we could really start. That was 2015. So we now plan, 2016, I'm in school, 2017, we planned that I was just going to come to Nigeria and then start off stuff. I don't know if I'm jumping already, but if you have anything to say.
Just move.
So 2015, boom, I came to Nigeria and then to see him for the first time. We met his family and all that. Yeah, so that's
I'm liking this.
Okay,
awesome. So you guys started dating in 2015. Mr. Uche, is there anything that 2014, but you met physically 2015, right?
Yeah.
So is there something that she missed that you want to fill in the gap?
Okay. All right. I guess before we started, she virtually captured everything. But okay, I want to chip in some things from 2015, I guess, or 2014.
Yeah.
When we actually started talking, we were friends on Facebook. All right, so she has been coming to Accra to play the league then, the female league then, while I was still playing basketball.
Oh, I see.
Handball.
Star girl.
Yeah, she's a star girl. But then the most mystery part of it was that I never saw her face to face. When I'm training on the handball court,
what's going on?
We call that place an outdoor court.
Is it?
All right. She will be training on the basketball court. I'll be training on the handball court, but I will never see her. And we were both friends on Facebook as a then. All right.
Wow.
So we never saw each other. So the first time we saw each other was 2015 when she came. I think that was around April. 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to meet her at the airport. So that was the very first time we're going to be seeing live. Like I'll be able to touch her physically. We've been talking, we've been doing
Not
video
touch.
calls.
I see.
I mean, you
Touch
said
like
touch.
Olga, like
Okay.
yeah, not touch.
Not that type
No,
of
no,
touch,
no, not that
madam.
Okay.
So that was the first time, and everything started, we continued until 2015. We had a plan 2017 for her to come so that we can do traditional
and
court wedding so that she can go back to
Oh.
finish her studies. Then we can both come back and start enjoying life. Just to
No, we wanted to migrate to Canada.
we actually wanted to migrate to Canada. Yeah. So
Wow.
But that's not how God planned it anyway, because God has a plan, we also has a plan. And
Absolutely.
so after the 2017, that actually what happened, I would love to share what happened 2017, which might a bit answered some of the questions on the poll. Okay. So we were together and we were doing fine. And I guess at the point, what is it? Yeah, at the point I was carried away and I cheated. Okay, and yes, I cheated on her, and that was 2016 December.
Okay.
Yes, and
So I have a question. Did she catch you?
No.
Babes, don't talk.
No.
Babes, don't talk.
No, don't worry.
Did
I
she
got the
catch
question.
you?
Nope, she was
Okay,
away.
go ahead.
She was away. Was in
So
the
how did
Philippines,
she
I was in
know you
Nigeria.
cheated?
I told her.
Wow, guys, drum rolls.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm
So what
enjoying
was-
this love story.
So when I cheated was 2016 December, and I went for service because I finished school 2015.
Yeah.
So 2017 was when I went for service here in Kaduna. So I think it was after my orientation camp in February. The March was when we got talking, and I had to tell her that I cheated on her. And at that time, she has been having some check in her spirit, like something wasn't going on well. And so
Holy Spirit, don't they do for her?
Yes. So sometimes many times they'll tell you Holy Spirit is Olofofo is what do you call Olofofo in English?
I don't know, sir.
Olofofo. Like someone that tells you something before, that snitch on you, that tells you something that you don't know, when others are doing something wrong or probably
a lot of stuff, so not just that one thing.
She'll tell you. So probably she'd be having that check in her spirit that something is not wrong. I mean, something is wrong, something is not right. So we got talking that day, and she popped that to me that she's not feeling too good where she is, and what does that mean? That something is quite not right, and I was actually pricked in my spirit too, and I had to come up like, oh babe, I cheated on you in December, and so he said, wow, she noticed that, and okay, and I apologized, but then she felt disappointed, cheated, hurt, and we both went our ways. I think after that time, she told me she's not promising me marriage again. All right.
Wow.
She's not promise me marriage again. And I think after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, she told me she's not interested again. And so in that respect, she broke up. Though I was the cause.
Okay, can I cut you in there?
Are you there? Hello?
Yes. I tried to switch both devices and internet. Can you hear me on this?
Yes.
All right, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you were freezing, I couldn't see you. And you know me, I like to see.
Okay.
So
All
yeah.
right, so the thing is, what I was saying was, after I confessed, she felt cheated, she felt disappointed, and she felt odd, like, okay, fine. So at the end of the day, she broke up. She told me she's not promising me marriage again.
Couple with what I've been saying.
Yes, couple with what she's been saying.
So
And I guess
tell us. Wait, so let him finish and I'll ask you what you have been saying.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
So yeah, I guess what she's been saying, like she said, was probably triggered by my act, all right, by my act. So and she stopped. She said she's not promising me marriage again, and after 2 or 3 weeks, she ended the relationship. So on that note, she broke up, but based on my act, what I caused that, but she broke up. Okay, fine. According to me, that was past now.
All right.
So
Thank you.
Fast forward. Okay, probably you should come with your question. And I was trying to,
so she said coupled with what she had been seeing. So I wanted to hear what she had been seeing made. Go ahead.
Okay, so my pastor said something yesterday that actually got me. He said that when a man is cheating on you, or the moment a man is not giving you all the full love is when they've been given it to something else.
Yeah, and attention is being diverted.
So when the attention is being diverted to something and not just one thing, if it's here, a bit is here, a bit is there, and then the person that's supposed to be giving that love to, the way they used to, you just know something has shifted. So it's as though being left out somewhat. And then when you know that you're not doing good, your heart will prick you. You won't be the person you used to be. No how. So I have a knowing, even before the act, I have a knowing sometimes that December that something is happening. I started having a dream, because God communicates to me through dreams, and it's very sharp then. Whatever I see it is. Do you understand? There are some things, even while we're dating. Okay, so sometimes there was this time I think he might want to do something. I might just tell him the next day that I saw you. That like, why? I was just about telling you that I've seen it. So I'll just be like, oh wow. So that times too, he was like, you know what, Jackie is so keen. Let me just tell you before they'll come and tell you again. So this is what happened and stuff. And I'm like, I said it. So I started seeing some funny dreams about that line, as though I'm not the main person anymore. And his action too backed those things I was seeing up. So I have my best uncle in the world is in the UK. So we were talking sometimes, and I was telling him about it. Was like, I told you, marry matured guy, because you cannot marry someone of your age. They will not know how to treat you. But if you marry someone who is older than you, who has seen life, who will appreciate the gift of you in their life. So it was not like, marry someone who is mature. And the next thing, he wanted to connect me with his so the day I told him that I'm not promising him marriage again, my uncle is bent on keen on me. He has been telling me that's come and marry someone in the US. He has stay, he's just bought his house, his da. But that guy is older than me, is like 40, and I was like 30 then, right? 29, 30. Yeah. Going to 30, then I'm like, no, I don't want that guy 40. So in my mind, I don't uncle me, I don't want to do that. So in my mind, I'm like, so I just told him, I said, man, I'm not promising you marriage again. But I knew deep inside of me that I cannot marry that person, And so that was why I said, okay, me too. I also have a particular place my own heart is shifting to, but not really deep. But my uncle is still talking me out of not dating him anymore, because it's quite young. Yeah. So that was what happened at that season. And after then, when he was in service, he won't talk to me. Even got to a point, was like, I should go and ask people. I've not done NYC before. I should go and ask people. I'm like, before I even left Nigeria, even not for situation of things, my friends they've already saved. It's me, I say I want to be slow in my life, but I have people who are saved. I'm a photographer. In Yanopaja, I used to go there to take photos. I see how people used to bond. I see how they used to follow girls. I know all those things. You can't be busy. See,
if Peter is looking at his wife, like, thank God I still have her back.
That's what she felt. I wasn't doing.
It was like, I know what people don't tell me. I know what our camp is like. I used to resume there early in the morning, leave there at night. How am I supposed to? So that was.
Guys, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're having fun.
We're
Yeah,
having fun.
I am having fun. I hope they are. Oriofe, I put some wow in the comment section. Yes,
Oh,
so much
amazing.
fun. Thank you. Okay, so
Wow.
let's quickly establish something. So I hear that for Onolapo, basically fidelity and infidelity is a deal breaker. Is my line breaking?
No. We could hear you.
Yeah, for her, I hear that fidelity or infidelity is a deal breaker, and for her, that was why she broke up. So basically, she wants to be priority, and that's how we are friends. Like I usually say, when a guy tells me, "Oh, I want you to be my second wife," or I just like me alone, the attention that I want, I will choke you that the second wife will not have time, will not have space. So for her, basically, if I'm not the priority, then I think you should leave. So I think for someone on this call, I think I want responses at this time. Could infidelity be something that affected why you and your ex broke up? And do you think it's something that, and I want response, please, I want honest response. Do you think is strong enough? Now I want to ask the audience before I come back to Onolapo.
Okay.
Do you think that it is actually strong enough to break, like it is a valid reason, it's a deal breaker for you? I want a yes, it's not, yes, it's a deal breaker, no, it's not. I want the response in the chat box. And Onolapo, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I know your husband has always said that he can never ever cheat on you, and by the grace of God, he will never cheat on you. In
Okay.
Jesus' name, amen. Oriofe say yes. Fantastic. Elizabeth say no, it's not for me. Fantastic. Please, let's keep it coming. Yeah, someone says yes. So we have 75 to 25%. Let's keep it coming. So Onolapo, let's say, God forbid, are you standing up?
I'm sitting. I want to sit very well.
God forbid that infidelity occur. I'm saying it's only one person so far. God forbid that infidelity occur. Do you think it's a deal breaker now in marriage?
No, it's not.
I love that. And there's a reason why I asked, because trust me, nothing should be big enough. I don't know what resulted to the, I'll tell you what I hear, that this Funke Akindele is married, that broke up was infidelity, and that maybe she caught him or something and all of that. And I don't know, maybe the guy didn't repent, or maybe she didn't confront him, and I don't know, whatever it is. But for me personally, I love her. I have her number, and my friends were like, have you sent her a message? Have you reached out to her? I'm like, I don't want to. I even had to do an open message to let her know that whatever decisions she make is fine by me. Yeah, it's painful, but I personally think that infidelity should not be strong enough to break your marriage. And I'll tell you, and maybe you should tell us why you said it's not now. Tell us, Onolapo.
Okay, so this is it. Marriage for me is actually the kingdom of God. And why I'm here now is because I want to do God. And then I also know that if I have a bad marriage, it's what will I say? If I have a bad marriage, I've chosen that path, and God will help me to the end. And if I have a good one, glory be to God. So, and if I have a bad one as well, God will still compensate me, will help me through, because that marriage is not all that it has to be to life. Do you understand? So we're here now. So, I mean, for us not to get there, that's why you have to do it with someone that also have that mindset of God on the inside. So for me now, no matter what, if my marriage is good, if sex is good, if our home is good, if whatever I feel that is good and it's bad, I don't want to use the bad word. Whatever it is, we have to keep doing that till Jesus comes.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that, because
now
most
of us are working on ourselves. We're working on our mindset. We're working on being great. I want to satisfy him. He wants to do likewise. So he's making it beautiful. I'm not perfect. He's not. We're just we're working on ourselves. We're doing that all that it is for us to be better. So and then another thing that is very paramount to both of us is God. We hear him say, "I married you because you love the Lord." So I don't want any human being to say ill of God because of me. Do you understand? I just want somebody to be thanking God, and God will be like, somebody is thanking God. Like my pastor will say, somebody is blessing his name. Who is that person? And the reason is just someone just say, maybe someone kept on saying every morning that, Lord, thank you for letting me marry Onolapo. And
I love this.
Father, thank you for letting me marry Onolapo. And it will be like when he's checking the Thanksgiving, it's just now realize because of Onolapo, I'm getting this Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm working towards every day.
I love that. I love that.
So and then I feel he's doing likewise. He doesn't want to see me cry. So but definitely he wants to do that which, and sometimes I don't want to say I thank God that he has gone through some kind of phases in life that it does not even interest him anymore. Okay, the part, okay, I don't know if you're still gonna ask that question. There's a part to it. Okay, so I was praying to God one time about settlement. I knew that it's going to be an ex, but I don't think towards him because I felt
that's the next question that we're going.
Okay.
Because why I said that is because tonight we're saying we want both of you to give us a balanced perspective.
Yeah.
And so maybe you should just answer the question before I will now allow him to also answer the same question. I know you're a fine girl. Me and you, we have similar stature. I know you're a star girl. Like, I also didn't giving her like, yeah, you got it. You got it, babe. So yeah. I know, me and you know some exits. Me and you know some exits. No, we are not. Please, we are here to enjoy. We are inspired seeing your love. Please, keep it up, in fact. Right? So basically, the question is, what made you not to choose every other ex that tried to make it work? Okay. What are the things that made you to say no to them? And what are the things that made you say yes to this man? So maybe you start from the no, then you end with the yes. Then he would also answer the same question.
Okay. I think the no also we answered the yes. So okay, the thing is, you knew everything. In fact, it was when I returned from one that we met.
Yeah,
we thank the Lord. So I love a person that has zeal for God, because see, there's no how you want to talk about my marriage that you not be mentioning God. Like God is like number one thing. So if you don't even want to, if you don't want to have God factor in the relationship or marriage or anything, there's not how I want to bless your life, because everything is God. Yeah. So first off, before going to Dubai to meet this eligible husband,
No, the one you thought was eligible.
Yeah, the one I thought that was eligible.
Go ahead.
He has the same zeal. He loved the Lord, and I know that there's one thing with us converts, Muslim converts. We are very serious with this Jesus thing, because you don't even want to be shamified. That's what my parents told me one time, that whatever happens to you, let your Jesus help you. Don't come here for help. Yeah. They said that to me point blank, and I left them. So since then, I've been pursuing that Jesus. So on getting to, I was not supposed to go. God told me not to. That is not the one. Eventually, but in my mind, I said, no, Father, I cannot go back to Nigeria. It's a suffering place. I cannot go and do that suffer ed. So when this guy was talking to me already, we had a good plan just to meet as friends before that conversation started.
You guys, you need to listen to this story.
Like, I was saying that when you start talking to opposite sex, you open up a place, or there are some things you need to bounce. When you not bounce, like my daddy will say in the Lord, that you have to bounce. Just bounce those thoughts. But no, I did not bounce. I let it stay. And now macho man used to work out. He loved the Lord. I what else? Best sense, top notch, everything. If you say our picture gone, you say perfect couple. I'm like, Father, thank you. This is it. So that was how. And funny enough, there has always been a place where I should have known that is not the one, even before the Lord speaks. Because as at then, when God said, don't go, I've already gotten my tickets and my visa to go to Dubai from Philippines. So now when that happened, and there's a way he talks, sometimes he only talks to you when he's ready to really talk to you. Maybe when he's even talking to me is the time that he's really bored. This life. You know how human being can be. So there's a way he talks to me, but I will take it because I don't want to come to Nigeria. So in my mind, when God said that that's not your husband, I screamed in church. Oh, I screamed. They'll think the Holy Spirit rest upon me. It's a lie. God said I should give. I was saying it. God said I should pass it on. Pass it on. I should pass it on. I said no now. Where will I start from? I'm already 30. You know, I'll be 31.
That 30 age,
That 30 is scary. I was like, how do I start? You know, so I told God that, you know what, I will go and then I will start work from there, maybe vacation here and there. I will have other visa and then I'll leave the country. That was my plan. But guess what? When I got there, the guy said, expectation and reality, that the reality is even better than the picture. And because we have not seen before, he's a mutual friend of mine. So we went, like all of his friends, his classmates in high school, they are friends, like best of friends from Abeokuta. So a lot of people knows him at that, but me and him, just like Shehe, we have never. So the first time was at the airport too. But when he was praying, when he was saying, thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful gift, which is me, he broke in tongues. I said, Father, I knew it was the devil telling me it's not my husband. I'm telling you, that was my intention. Do you understand? Like, it was so it was devil that want to prick, that want to
confuse you,
to just confuse me. Thank you. That so that's the plan of the devil. It was appreciating me, thanking the Lord. Whenever we are praying in the morning, it will use me and thank the Lord. You know, so and then, so I was supposed to stay with some family before I get a job and all of that. But in between, he made me stay with him because those family asked me to go stay with.
Somebody said father.
Yeah, so they had another couple. They have another couple living with them, and it's just a 2-bed. They have 3 kids already. So sorry about my lights. Yeah, nice.
State of Nigeria.
Can you?
Yes, I can get that. So stay.
So my husband will go get another power bank. You can don't put on the noise. Okay, so as we are talking, please guys, let me manage the small lights first. So you put on the gen. That's Nigeria for you. So as we're saying, he started showing all those things, and
so can you give me in bullet points, like maybe 3 or 5 points, that the things that you say, if these are the things you're seeing, don't go back to that X. Say if you're seeing these 5 things, go back to the hex. Can you give us like that? Is it possible?
I think the number one for me, I mean, the pointer, the big one is just a lover of God. So I know one thing for sure, that anyone who loves the Lord genuinely will definitely love me. You get? I know anyone who loves the Lord will love me. And that has been my... Well, please hang on. I'm distracted. I have to fix this.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So I know that whoever wants to be with me will love the Lord. And that alone, anyone who loves the Lord will love me genuinely. That I know. I know that if this person loves God, this person will love me in return. That stuff has not established. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good now. So that's just the number one, and that covers all. If you love the Lord,
in terms of attitude as well, okay, do you want to share in terms of attitude? Because I can actually pick some points that I see.
Okay.
Maybe you're not paying that. Maybe you cannot articulate it in points, but I'll
yes, you can help me.
No, do you want to share like some
attitude?
Okay, so wait, let me get to your husband. Maybe your husband will say it.
Okay, you're talking about attitude.
Yes, in terms of
the
attitude,
good ones.
because I usually say that it is not just the content. It's about the person's. It's not about the container. It's about the person's content, and this content actually has to do with your attitude, right? So you've mentioned number one, the fact that he loves God and he fears God.
He's kind.
So, he's kind.
He's kind. He's really kind, and then I will call him a loyalist. He's very loyal. So whatever he has put his mind to do, he will do it well. I remember visiting once in a while his house back in Akure. So maybe whenever I have anything to do in Akure, I just drop by, I just show up. And then he's still the same person, and we're not together. Do you understand? We're not together. We're both Christians, so he can't.
During the time you were on break, he was still kind to you.
It was, yeah.
So I think that's a point that we should note. Like, before you actually consider an ex, is this ex one that the fact that you people are no longer together, the person is now, because really people don't change. Yes, we evolve, but if he's now terrible to you because you're an ex, I think you should not consider him. I think you should not consider her. Because what I'm hearing you say is that it was consistent, despite the fact that you had broken up with him. And I'll give you the third point that I heard as well. Despite the fact that you didn't catch him red-handed that he cheated.
Yeah,
he was a man that feared God and he respected you enough to actually tell you, I cheated on you. So I think that mutual respect is extremely crucial for you to say yes or no, I want to take this ex back, or I want to go back to my ex. And the fifth point, which I will just articulate and I would allow Mr. Ibitoye to speak, is the fact that you don't have fear. The Bible says perfect love casts out fear. You didn't have fear when you're relating with him. You were still in control of your time. It was very secure. That's why the fact that he knew you were a star and all of that, it was so secure in the fact that, oh, let me get married to you and you go, or come and let's do these things together. So it was not even the one. Now, let me tell you what insecure men do. What insecure men do is that he is the one cheating. He will project his insecurity on you and start accusing you of cheating because you are not in the same country. Am I correct? Guys, I need you to respond to me. And so this is a man that I think he was secure in the love of God, and he could just open up to say, I mean, why should I emotionally blackmail this girl? Why should I open up to you? So if you are a lady, you're on this call and you're considering, should I go back to my ex or not? I think those 5 points will help you to take the decision. So let's hear from Mr.
Another thing is that to consider again is still the God factor, which is 100% peace of mind. I mean, even when you don't know how to hear God, because sometimes we try to confuse a lot of people about hearing God. Is he your husband? Is he your wife? And a lot of people have not even mastered the act of hearing God personally. So it's not now in the time of wanting to settle down that you'll be telling them how to master hearing God. So if they can't hear God, their emotion will speak more than hearing God. So the most important thing is check out what you think is best, or okay, like for example, at least a thing you can find in a man of God or in a child of God, even if you cannot hear God. Do you get that part? So I would say, so there's a part where God is leading you. There's a part where your instinct, your emotion, that's not it. So I know many times I was praying and God, 2 times God spoke to me in Yoruba. The first time was in Oshogbo. He told me that your tears will not move me, is your obedience. That day I stood from that place of prayer. In fact, I started doing Snapchats. You should know how I felt like, same thing happened in Lagos here. In fact, I was planning to go and meet one guy in the US. I've already got my international passport ready. I'm here to pick it up. But then, because I was having a conversation with someone who knows the guy, so I feel, Papa, I'm going to the US. I already planned that we'll meet in Dubai, you know, just to see. And there's no how you see me, you not like me now. So it was me and Dubai. So it was so sure that we'll meet, and definitely this man will fall. I'm a quick girl, so you will definitely be interested. So, and then I was praying again. God said, US want to fellow. In Yoruba again. You know, so you know that when God speaks to you in your dialect, that one eats differently. So he said, when I heard that again, that was how it sounded. I just stopped that prayer again, like, it was a week later, the man reached out.
Thank you so much, because I was going to say that when you knew that you were going to go back to your ex, you knew that it was going to be him, but you still had to wait for him to come. Thank you. So, sir, I want you to now tell us your own side of the story. So, what are the things? 5 things to look out for to say no to a particular ex, and 5 things to say yes to a particular ex. So, what are the things that made you to still go back to her, irrespective of the fact that you cheated? Can you see what happened? She shifted the spotlight to her husband. That is, marriage should be about oneness, teamwork. It's not the one that everybody is doing competition. I almost married one like that before.
Okay. Okay. All right. Number 1, God. Number 2, God. Number 3, God. Number 4, God. Number 5, God. Now, do you know why I pick God? When you love the Lord, you will be obedient.
Obedience is actually worship to God.
Yes, and obedience is worship to God. You can't worship the person you can't obey. It's not possible. That's why I pick God. Number 2, I pick God. When you love the Lord and you are God's son, He speaks to you. If he doesn't speak to you, if He speaks to you, if you do not hear directly, He will send someone to you.
I agree.
And that's why they will tell you that whatever anybody is going to say to you, God would have told you. That person is just giving you a confirmation.
Confirmation, absolutely.
Instances of that. Instances. And when I said 3, God, when you love the Lord, you won't sin against Him. And when you don't want to sin against Him, there's every tendency that you make everything right before Him.
Absolutely.
All right.
True.
We are not perfect. We are humans. All right.
Absolutely. I love that.
Blood and water runs through our veins.
Vein.
Flesh and blood. Okay. And that was why I misbehaved. All right. Because I was carried away. I said it, I was carried away. I was carried away with flesh. Okay.
Yep.
So I misbehaved. All right. But I came back. Thank God. And stop it. Fourthly, when I said God, when you love the Lord and you do the thing, there's a way God direct your path. Say, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and not with your own understanding. In all your ways,
acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path.
God factor. So God factor is all my 5 points. But let me say some of the things, and please permit me. I have a lot of things to say. So firstly, when we started talking on Facebook, what got me attracted? I'm sorry to say this. God was the thing that got me attracted. Number 2, she was very slim then. She wasn't.
Know what you are posting on Facebook, on social media.
Watch what you are posting on Facebook. Watch what you're posting on social media. Yes, social media.
Yeah, you can't be on the fence. Like my pastor said yesterday, Papi said yesterday, you can't be neutral.
I love that.
Well, you can't be neutral. It's either you are on God's side or you are on devil's side. It is not what it is. You can't be on the fence. You can't say I am God here and I'm doing little.
You cannot do God in the morning and club in the night.
Club in the night and go into the club in the night. No.
Yeah.
You just have to be straight. You just have to be straightforward. So
I'm drinking water when I'm drinking water.
A coincidence. So now the thing is, then we were friends on Facebook. We've not seen each other like I said earlier, but I noticed that she posts a lot of things about God. And please let me say this to people out there. When you are talking to God, God hears. I used to tell her that there was a time maybe she was even playing basketball, maybe she was even training as a basketballer then. I didn't know. When I said that, I could remember when I said that thing to God, I was on the handball court. It was after the training. And I told God that, God, I want my wife to be a lover of God, knows how to sing and do sport with me. And do sport with me. First thing that I put first was lover of God. And I want to tell you that God answered my prayer. God gave me my heart desire. Yes. So then when she posts something about God, and that was why I got like, okay, this person she's different from a lot of basketball female friends I have or I had there on Facebook. You know, some things they do, and me, I'm not kind of that thing. She knows. I identify with you when you're doing the things of God, you know. All right. 100%. So that was one of the attractions. Okay. Now, secondly, when we got talking and everything, God plays. One of the things that got me back, that's the question, right? That's the question. Now, from the beginning, God has been the foundation. I would like to emphasize this. God has been the foundation. You heard us saying, I heard God that she is my wife. When we were talking about God, we were not messing around. We were not doing phone call.
We're not saying, what are you wearing?
We're not we're not doing shenanigans on phone.
I love that.
We were actually praising God. We were saying the name of the Lord. We were worshiping God. It was on BBM call, right? Yeah, not even video call. It was an audio call. And I heard God say she's my wife. And I told her she's my wife. All right. And God factor. And God was the foundation of the relationship. Even when we were drifting away in the course of the relationship, before she came to Nigeria in 2015, when we were drifting away, I heard God telling me in my ear that I should not touch her when she comes. I was telling her I think about last week, that my level of spirituality then now is different. I have moved higher. But then I was just a lover of God, of course, but I still believe I can still see my wife, but I can still do some stuff. But then I heard, like I was saying, I was bathing. I was still in school, 2015, before she came. I think it was about some few months before she came. And I was bathing, and I heard clearly that the lady called me. I should not touch her.
But we commit history.
That means we should not
commit history.
That we
killed.
Let me talk now. So that I should not touch her. Like, we should not sleep together. We should not have sex.
I understand.
Right?
I understand. Don't mind that. But I mean, I mind you. I love you, baby. You know. Yeah.
And I finished from the bedroom and I called her. I said, God, see, this is what I just heard you. So I don't know how you would do it. We are not going to have anything to do together.
Of course, I'm still calling to support.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, but what's the saying?
Okay.
So that we can be so guided.
Okay.
And God has helped us. Yeah.
Guys, are you loving this conversation?
She came 2015. We never had such, just because God was the foundation, or is the foundation. I still the foundation of our marriage.
It still is the thought.
Yeah. So one other thing, she's kind. She's a very good person. As far as she's so influential more than I do, nobody has ever talked ill of her. Yeah. When I was asking around, you know, because when we got talking and I heard what I heard, and I was making my inquiries from people that knew her or that knows her.
Yes. I please permit me to interrupt you. You're making some very cogent points, which I, as a professional relationship coach and counselor, I've done certification up to the United States of America. And you're making some crucial points that I, as a professional that work with unmarried people, she knows I've been doing it for over 7 years. You're making some point that I need to pick and nail them. So I hear both of you having alignment of values in terms of, hear both of them saying it was God. If I invited people that both of them they don't both value God, both of them will be saying the same thing in terms of, oh, I just like her body. It will be saying, I just like her body. Alignment of values in terms of both of you were saying God. Secondly, alignment of value is also evident in the fact that she mentioned that you were kind, and you are also saying that she's kind. I know she is kind. She has cushion in her head.
Good squishes, you know.
You know, we are friends. We both have cushion in our head, but we both have kind hearts. I know that. Like the first time I was going to meet this beautiful, darling, sweet girl, she just landed from Philippines and she told me, oh, she's going to meet me. We're going to have an outreach to the rehabilitation center in Abeokuta. And she came all the way. She had given us money. She had not gotten a job. She had given us money. So when I got the money from her, I already assumed she was not going to come again. And she still came. And I'm like, wow, you have a beautiful heart. Like, how come you're not married? And you mentioned background check. Background check is so crucial that it can never be overemphasized. When you make inquiries, you got things that validated what you were saying. Now, of course, if you are hearing this for the first time, I canceled my wedding 7 days to the event. And that was because I didn't do the proper background check. We didn't have an alignment of values. I just assumed. I met him the very day I met him with my dad. And he's a pastor. He's not just a normal person like Mr. Ibitoye, you know, and Onolakwa knows all this story because she's part of she's one of the people that the guy even told me he was even trying to cut me off from all my friends, including Onolakwa. Like, he doesn't want to see me around her. Then you know the first day I told my friend, she came to my office. She's like, now I don't know again, no. You know, so it's fundamental. That story, guys, it's in my book, Rescued by Love, Why I Cancelled My Wedding. If you are following me on Instagram, the link in my bio, you can place your order. It's on Amazon, Kindle, and Okada book. And so you emphasize those 3 points. I think they're very crucial that we highlight them as you're sharing. Yes, you are sharing the story. I am picking out the principles from the story. So please go ahead. Thank you.
All right. So one other thing, okay, because she loves the Lord, she does the work of God. Okay, she's a worker. Then in LCCG back in Philippines, and I guess even before she traveled, and she's a chorister. She sings, and so I sing as well. I'm an instrumentalist.
No, she's not a chorister. She's a minstrel.
She's a minstrel, of course. She sings. She sings very well. So one of those was that. What other thing? Okay, beauty. I think beauty comes last.
Attraction is important, so guys, don't let them over spiritualize and tell you.
I am not disputing that. You must got attracted first, of course.
Yes,
okay, one of the things that got me attracted then, she's beautiful. And she will remain beautiful to me. She's my babe. She's my right? She's the most beautiful woman in the world. You know, like I put on my caption, one of the picture I posted. I said, "This is the most beautiful creature that God created, and it's just for me alone." For me alone.
Oh, God, when?
So I'm so lucky to have one of the best of God's creatures, you know, in my abode, you know, and beauty, fifth one. So okay. I was about to say something. Sorry, before you come in, and while we were doing all that, while we were away, okay, probably your question would definitely take me to this place, but then let me quickly share some background knowledge about it. I've heard, and even while trying to get away, so I felt why I didn't go back to her then was I felt I was cheated. Okay, I was disappointed. In what sense? I felt I came out to you to tell you I goofed, to tell you I misbehaved, or to tell you I cheated on you. So
you didn't catch me.
That should warrant
you forgiving me. Absolutely.
I wasn't mature enough. I mean, you can.
So with that, I was pained.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, I didn't know that my video is off. Can you see me now?
Yes. So then I felt, why should I come out straight to tell you this is what I did, having a full a sense of remorsefulness, and I am telling you this is what I did, and yet you're dropping me for that. I felt disappointed, and a lot of people will tell you, no, you shouldn't have told her, shouldn't have told her, you should have let her know what you did. And I was like, no, I should let her know because I have a conscience. And this person, what if she gets to know? Because whether you like it or not, there's nothing hidden under the head, surface of the head. That's what the Bible says, and that's our standard. Bible's our standard. So the Bible has been my standard. I was born into the Christian home, and then I've been trained in the way of the Lord, even though I was trying to do my shenanigans when I was in the youth. But then, it happens, peer pressure and all. So that's what I want to share.
Let me quickly take a break. I can see some people are turning on their video now, like this gist is getting so interesting. I have 2 more questions for the Bitoyes before we wrap up. Let me just quickly tell you about some of my products and services. I'll just quick very brief it. And I hope you guys can see my screen. I'll just quickly run you through excuse me, my products and services for you to just see the things that I have for my people. I think I've talked about my book, Rescued by Love, Why I Cancelled My Wedding. It details how and why I cancelled my wedding 7 days to the event on Olakpo at, oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay, so is Esther on the call? I don't think she's on the call. So I'll just run you through it. You cannot see the screen again, right? The screen has gone off.
No, we can see it.
Okay, I don't know the miracle that is making you to see it. So basically, Onolako was she was the ringleader, the people that did bridal shower for me. Mrs. Ibitoye now, let me respect, marriage is honorable. So my friend, Mrs. Ibitoye, they spearheaded, they did bridal shower for me a month to the wedding. Like she, we established that she has a kind heart. So she and my other friends then, and I couldn't open up to them like about all I was going through in the relationship. Yeah, for her, because she was the closest person to me, babes, right? She was the closest person. Like we sleep on. She comes to my house. She sleeps in my house. What happened to all the Ashrebi? Somebody is asking. Now it was a gone, like gone, right? So it was really a huge time that we just. A lot of people had questions like, you have worked with unmarried people. This is my second book, From Lemon to Lemonade, How to Use Your Pain to Unleash Your Greatness. Details how you can heal from any kind of trauma, pain, abuse, and all of that. And if you get any of my books, I'll give you my 2 other books. These are in hard copy. I'll give you my other 2 ebooks for free, 32 live lessons at 32 and 31 live lessons at 31. So the laptop has gone off. So I'm wondering how you could still see this, how the screen is still showing. But the next product I want to talk about is that I have a singles night out coming up. If you live in Abuja or unmarried people that want to mingle, they want new friends in Abuja, please do invite them. It's a program where we come, we onboarding, we watch a movie, there is meal, you will select the meal you want. We have an ambassador from the UN. This is a woman that has 2 PhDs, she has 4 masters, and she has several certifications, right? And she's going to be sharing a true life story of how she missed it before getting it right. So I don't know location, it's in Abuja. If you live in Abuja, it's in Abuja. We will do the Lagos version. So, right. So it is not free, it is paid, but you have we're in Abuja. It's in Wuye. Oh, really? Madam Julie lives in Abuja. So it's in Wuye, but the exact address is only sent to registered participants because it's a 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. program. For security reasons, we don't disclose the exact location. So since you register, I will reach out to you. There is an early bird that expires this Friday at 15. I said I'll come to Abuja. Please come. You will have fun. Trust me. Let me drop the link. So my son, she's my friend. She acts as my PA. That's her name is Esther. She's my friend. That's the link for you to register. Is in the chat box right now. So it's just 15,000 naira. And you also get a complimentary one-on-one session with me. Usually my one-on-one session is $100, just 60,000 naira. To some people it's chicken change, but I'm giving you as a gift when you register for this program, and you have the option of asking the woman all the questions. So the movie we are going to watch as well is going to teach you basically on relationship, dating, all of that. And we have games. Will you find a girl? 100%. You can see Mrs. Ibuta is 100%. Please, 100%. I have people that have registered. Beautiful people. 22nd of July. 22nd of July is Friday night till Saturday night. To Saturday morning. So the third one is my Bliss Readiness course. Bliss Readiness course is a 10-module program that prepares you. Sorry, my screen, my laptop is gone off. My friend that is supposed to help me live stream a laptop to just state of Nigeria. Nigeria happened to us, but we know what we have to offer. So Bliss Readiness course is a 10-week program. Onolapo was a part of. It's a program we used to do for 1 year, but right now we just know that. Then, my friend, we used to meet physically every month. We invite married couples to come and share with us. So the topics include identity in terms of who am I? What is the kind of man that will fit into my life? What is the kind of woman that will fit into my life? So we'll talk about finances. That topic is titled No Romance Without Finance. We'll talk about sex. We call it sex, the lubricant of intimacy. We'll talk about roles and responsibility. Like, it is a full package. That Bliss Readiness course is not cheap, but it is so much value. You get the option of paying 180,000 for the 10 program. In fact, I have asked them that will give you people a bonus. The bonus is, how do I handle third party in terms of in-laws, exes, mentors, pastors. So it's a 10, you can, and I'll drop the link also in the chat box for you just click on the link. You will see all the courses there, and it is so much value for you. I did a program yesterday, Refresh to Relaunch. It was a free workshop, 2 solid hours of me taking everybody on a coaching session on how to refresh their past successes, their past failures, their current state, and map out how they can move to the future. It's a 2-hour program. Usually my 2 hours is, in fact, that one is $300, but I'm giving you for 10,000 naira, just 10,000 naira if you want the replay. Now, there is a program called Catch Up to Finish Strong. I will send you all this information via mail. Catch Up to Finish Strong is the aftermath of yesterday's program. So I will personally be your accountability partner to audit your goals for the second half of the year. I will help you to audit, to say, what are your success factors? What are your failure factors? Because I've not lived your life. I don't know the factors that contribute to your success and your failure. So it is just 60,000 naira, $100, but that amount will expire tomorrow. Usually I charge, it's invaluable, but I want people to make this second half of the year the season of endless possibilities for you. You can make this second half of the year the best year ever for you. And hiring a coach and hiring an accountability partner will do that for you. So my next question to my fantastic couple, like, guys, have you been enjoying this love story? Who has been enjoying this love story? Personally, for me, I'll just drop my link tree in the chat box. Okay, Oriofe, can you do something for me? Oriofe, can you hear me?
Oriofe is out, yes.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
So go to my Instagram, please copy my link tree, and you will see all the links. Either you pick my link tree and just share my link tree, or you pick those links and share them one after the other. Please do that so that they can take advantage of the payment option if they want to. And the book is 5,000 naira each. Each comes with a complimentary session with me. You can gift it if you don't want, if you feel that I don't want her to coach me, I beg, or do therapy for me. So thank you, Oriofe, for helping us to do that. So let me go back to 2 final questions I have for the couple. So Onolapo, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're here.
Mrs.
100%.
Okay. I want you to speak to unmarried people that are in that phase that they are way past the age they thought they should have been married. I'm not going to put a number to hit, because for someone it might be 22, for someone it might be 40, for someone it might be 50, for someone it might be 60. But I want you to just speak words of encouragement to someone that is watching this, either joining us live and is still single, waiting that, am I supposed to wait for my ex like you were waiting for Mr. Olusheye to come back to you? I knew when you were trying all the buttons to make other exes work and it didn't work before you allowed God to eventually yield to God to do his will. So speak words of encouragement to us. What you wish that someone has spoken to you then in your waiting season, that you will speak to us now. The Bible says that out of the comfort you have received, that you can comfort others. So then we'll hear from your husband as well.
100%. So, hi guys. Good evening again.
Hi.
So, I mean, we should just all be like David. Let's encourage ourselves in the Lord. I mean, that's just it. And another beautiful thing is that I know it might sound somehow, but let us enjoy the single time. Now that you're single, enjoy it.
It is not somehow, it is the truth.
And then another thing is that.
Okay, let me repeat it. Sorry, I will pause. If you don't want to repeat it, I will repeat it. Enjoy your single season, guys. See, when you come for the singles night out, we teach you how to enjoy your single season. Thank you, Oriofe, for dropping the link tree. So any of my products and services is on that link tree, actually. Everything I said is on that link tree. Just enjoy yourself. You can even copy it and, so that you won't lose out on what we're sharing.
Okay.
Dance. Take yourself out. Everything. Is there a reason why you said that? Because you are married now. Anytime I say it with Ishan, people will be like, maybe it's because you almost married wrong.
There's one thing. I remember 2015 or 17, thereabouts in between. I was talking to a married friend, and then she told me, like, man, I should thank God that I'm single. I'm like, what on earth, rather? Why would you even say a thing like that? You're married. I believe you should be happy. You should be enjoying marriage. Marriage is beautiful. It's at the same time the serious work. Sometimes we have to be intentional. Know why you really want to go into the marriage. If you have a reason why you want to go into marriage, aside from it's the will of God, man, you're going to be disappointed eventually, and then you're going to hate yourself for it. In fact, you might even be like, oh, this is not the marriage thing that they're talking about. But marriage is a beautiful thing. But then I just wanted to enjoy your season. And it is the will of God. That's the thought I wanted to talk about. That it's the will of God for us to be married. He said we should be the word. He said we should multiply. And we can't do that without being married if we are children of God. So I'm going to say, is someone saying anything? Sorry, I want to check the chat.
I will reiterate it. Just go ahead.
Okay. So now, the most important thing is enjoy your singlehood, love on God, know how to hear God for yourself, know where God will help you be at the right time, because I think that's another big factor for my marriage. I listen to God. I have a serious one. Whenever we're praying, I have a team that I pray with. throughout the month of April last year, we were always praying every evening. We're fasting too. So you want to say something? Okay.
During your single season, you had
Yeah.
friends that you were developing, you were deriving strength.
100%, you're one of them.
Yes, I was going to say that I was privileged to be one of them. And the point is, you cannot do life alone. During that single period, please do not say, in fact, I was speaking to my friend today. I love being alone in my house. I love the fact that I wake up, I put my things here, I meet it here and all of that. However, loneliness, staying alone is not so good. Trust me. During
once in a while,
single...
even if you sorry to cut you, even if you stay alone, find time to bring people in to stay with you, maybe for weekend.
The point I'm making. And that's the community we are building. We have the Greatness Tribe. We pray every Saturday. You can check my Instagram, IGTV for previous prayers. Like, we share everything. Sometimes we come on Google Meet, because on Google Meet there is no recording and everybody's just talking. This is how I feel. This is how I, so have that friends. Don't do life alone as a single person. Thank you so much.
So she has already covered that part. I mean, company of believers, of course, whatever you feel in your body, they're also feeling it, And then even though you have engaged in sex before, you can still stay. You're not going to die. Cooking fire. You can stay for as long as you can. God will help you. Yes, that's the beauty. And then seriously, it sounds really crazy, but sex in marriage is the best. It's just that it has been perverted by the word. But man, you can do anything in marriage, whatever you want to do. You guys talk about it, try anything new. It's honorable. God will love it. In fact, my pastor was telling me angels will be around you, when you are doing different things. Do it anyhow you want it, everywhere in your house. So, I mean, it's beautiful there. You can't think, you can't go back. I was lucky that 2 days after our wedding, we started one program in church. Hello?
Yes, is interrupting. Yeah, but someone, Madam Julie, please stay muted. Yes, Olamiko, go ahead.
Okay, so I said I was privileged during, we're having a 40-day program in my church, evening and morning. So we start at 10 p.m. into 12 and then 5 a.m. So that means you have to be up before, you have to stay, you might sleep around 12 past 12, you're up again before 5. So, I mean, it happens that after sex, we started praying in tongues because it was already morning time to pray. I mean, it feels really good. But this is me, somebody just kissed me ungodly. I cannot even say, Father, I thank you. Do you get?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's honorable there. So we can wait. We can't die. So let's just enjoy that moment. Let's enjoy that moment. And when the time is right, God will bring it to you. When the wedding happened, wedding was not the last thing. My intention is, I just listened to my pastor when he said I should move back to Lagos. And when people asked me, what are you going to do in Lagos? I told them I'm getting closer to the airport. That was the only thing reasonable I can tell people that are close to me. I said, I want to get closer to the airport. It's easy, I'll be able to that's the intention, leave the country. So marriage is the last, because people I was seeing, the people I was trying to relate with, talk to them, they don't even look like it. In terms of money, mundane thing, they look like it 100%. 100%, but they are not the one. I know that they are not the ones. And what I know is that when the time is right, God will do it. In fact, it even used to happen when your mind is not there anymore. I've invested in the past. When we were having a marriage council, they were asking, what book did you read? I'm like, well, Motikawe, I read book, I attend seminars, I did all of that.
You have developed yourself.
In the past. Yeah. In fact, it was in the past. The other thing is just to learn, do God's way. I just want to be good. I want to do God and do good. I think that's it. And I just want to also always to enjoy God's presence anywhere, any angle that I am. I want to be in the restaurant, I want to be in the market, and the presence of God is prominent. Not that there's a way to now find God's presence. I want to just always do it there. And that's just my desire. In fact, I didn't have a job for how many months? I only go to church, listen to the word of God, go back home, enjoy myself in the glory. I mean, that was just it. And luckily for me, I have sisters like me too, even the ones that are far older than me. So what I do is we talk, some will come around, we pray together, we encourage ourselves, we're good. Next day, we start the new life again. So, I mean, that was it for me. And then we thank the Lord. And the wedding just showed up when I was not even when I was not expecting it at all. So in fact, there was no if I don't even mind to do a flip camera for you to see how my parlor looks like. See? An empty street, an empty house. Oh, inside my heart.
But the love, do you see? Let me tell you something, guys. When my friend was preparing for wedding, and we do video call, both of us, guys, you don't want to see when me and Onolapo we are doing video call. But so basically, I'm always
You must not be there.
She's always naked in the house. Then she just suddenly, and I don't know why, she will always use video to call me. And I'll be like, what? You don't even know if I'm even doing something. Say, do something. Why will you do something? It is wrong. Then she will call me and she'll be like, babes, I'm getting married. See my house. And she was showing me. I said, babe, this is your house. By the time you will show me your house after this marriage, you yourself, you will not be able to compare. Because one thing I know, and she knows, we have people that when I was doing ministry, the ministry that I started for unmarried people, virtually all of you guys are all married today, to the glory of God. Tolulope Okeowo is married. Then she was Toluoni. Adenike Ove, she's married with a daughter today. Virtually all of them. Juliana is married. All of them, right? And this one thing I said is that there is a multiplication blessing that comes with marriage.
Yeah.
When Nike was getting married, she was in a relationship. I'm going to bring them. They will be my next love story couple. See, them, Onolapo knows their story. They've been in fact, it was almost looking like they want to collect PhD in the courtship because they kept on hoping that the husband would get a job.
That's like a barricade that we're talking about. That's the barricade we're talking about. When you said something until I have this, or when we have this.
Yeah, saying that, so the husband left Abuja and he kept on saying, maybe if I go to Lagos, I will get a job. Until I get a job, I'm not going to do wedding. Wow. You see, the day I changed it for him, I said, Mr. Dan, I love you, I respect you. Please trust the God that ordained marriage, that he will just go and rent a room self-contained and start with it. You still have a spacious parlor. Today, oh God, you don't want to know how much they are earning. How much, oh God, God, don't worry, I'll bring them next time. Their own is, should finances be a determinant factor for us to marry? That's their own topic. They'll come and answer it for you. So let's Mr. Ibitoye now answer the question of encouraging singles or married men and ladies, and then we'll now take the questions in the comment section, because I don't want us to, I want us to finish exactly 2 hours. So 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock we're out.
Okay, let me be very swift with this. No, don't take it off. Your face a bit. Yeah, I'm missing my wife. So, encouragement, let me say this. I am bold to say it, that there is nothing good outside God. Nothing absolutely is good outside God. He said, the peace I give unto you is not like the one the world will give to you. Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm taking you through pictures. You're doing your love things.
What do you say?
Can you hear me? Go ahead.
We can hear you. So there's nothing good outside God. While on the waiting section, on the waiting period, so to say, I tried a lot of people. I had ladies that came my way, but then they were not the person. They were not the true person to share the rest of my life with, based on the fact that something somehow is not right. Like, probably that person is not right with God, or someone is trying to fake something to be God's factor person or something. So it's not always that. And like she said, while waiting, I have friends that will pray together on the church. I do the church thing. I've never left the presence of the Lord. And that was where I got the leading to relocate to Lagos.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have a mother in the Lord that always been telling me that this is what God said. And I have a friend of mine who also is my pastor, Prince Adeye Adekunle. And I once said, this is what God said concerning my marital life. And in December 2020, I was in Lagos, and a friend of mine actually we had a program, a section with the Lord, and he told me I was going to come to Lagos the next year, which was 2021. That was last year when I relocated. And I can tell you, this couldn't happen. You can't hear anything except from the Lord, except from God's presence. It's either you're communicating with God, or you are in the presence of God, in the gathering of God and of God's people. God can speak to you. God can send someone to you, and you definitely know. And so my encouragement to people is just have to be in God's presence, whether alone or in the gathering of the people. You have the leading. There's nothing you can do. You cannot do anything, virtually anything in this earth, on this planet Earth, that can be successful. Even the Bible says that no one received anything except it has been given from heaven. Number one. Every good and perfect gift comes from above. God factor. So my encouragement. And another thing is, when you are, for people that are still single and are still in relationship or about to go into relationship, make it pure. There is purity. Yes, there's purity. So far it's not purity, forget it. God cannot step in. Yeah. Because God has already said, let the bed be undefiled. Defiled. God cannot come in. You can't see. God cannot be mocked. Yeah. God cannot be mocked. God cannot say this and you do contrary and you still expect blessing. No, it cannot. Yeah. Purity is the one. Purity is the factor that makes God.
Repeat what you said. Yeah. You said purity is what? Yeah, but purity, I didn't hear.
Purity makes God steps in. Purity makes God steps in. All right?
Wow.
When there is no purity, God cannot step in. Forget it.
And then God is love because he is holy.
God is love because he's holy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So, God factor, like we were saying, if you're not born again, you have to be born again. Yeah.
I don't bring Daddy Gio or Mommy Gio today.
That's the gospel truth. If you're not born again, you have to be born again. If you don't have a relationship with God, you have to have a relationship. And you cannot have a relationship with God without being born again. You can't be a son of God or a daughter of God without having a relationship with him. You can only have a relationship with God by being born again. All right? And let me say this.
Okay.
Out.
Yeah.
Can you hear? Are you there?
Yes. We have plenty questions that I want us to take, and I want
all right, give me 1 minute to say this.
Go ahead,
give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute to say this. Okay? Sorry. All right. Now, the thing is, when I got relocated to Lagos, it was from God's leading. Apart from the fact that I didn't want to, if anybody would tell me I'll reside in Lagos or base in Lagos, I'll say no. She had posted that question to me before, years back, and I said, Lagos is out of it. I don't like Lagos for anything. But yeah, I am happily married in Lagos. God factor. When God says, do this, you just have to obey and say, yes, Lord, and have faith, and everything will fall. Thank you.
Someone is asking a question okay.
No, please, let's take the previous question. So I saw a question, Madam Atinuke Oyenuga. Okay. I think she's dropped off. So I think she has dropped off. She was asking if the law so painful. I think she has dropped off. So Anyway, I'm coming on. I'm going back to some chats. Yeah, so someone is saying that infidelity is a deal breaker for her. In marriage, no, it's not, but in relationship, yes. Okay, that's a great one. So someone is saying that see friendship. Oh, see friendship, that's about you and your husband. They were admiring your friendship. Okay, how do I register? I've dropped the link. Will I find a girlfriend there? Definitely. We have beautiful ladies that have registered. That they are even the one waiting for you guys to come and take them. I'm so in love with being single. Okay, that's a great one. Oriofe says, in a case you break up with someone and as a lady, I am to wait, right? I left the relationship according to God's voice. Is this a question or a comment? Please, can you unmute and respond to this? Now, another person says, I love the freedom of being so single so much. Does it mean something is wrong with me? The person has plenty of questions. So do we take all the questions, then we respond all at once, or should we answer one after the other?
Okay, I guess we should answer one after the other, or probably the question can be related. So let's see. I love the freedom of being single so much. Does it mean that something?
Okay, Oriofe, do you comment? Sorry, Oriofe, is this a comment or a question? Yes, if even though you are the one that break up, you have to wait for the man to come back to you. So I think that answers it straight up, because Madam Mrs. Ibitoye had to wait, even when she knew that Mr. Olusheye was still the man, she still had to wait. So I think that has answered the question. She already answered that. So the first question, now, because the person is a man, sir, please, I think you should reply. He loves the freedom of being single. Does it mean something is wrong with him?
Yeah, freedom of being single, the answer is no. Nothing is wrong with him. But what does he do while being single?
That's freedom, exactly.
That's the question. Nothing is wrong.
Yes.
Are you enjoying the singleness because you can, sorry, I'm being general here. Are you enjoying the singleness because you don't want anybody to tag you with something?
Commitment.
You want to do something to please your flesh or something? That has to be settled. There must be a balance. All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was single, I love my singleness based on the fact that I do not want to have anything to do with her. You know, I said something, I do not have anything to do with her because I felt, why would I come out straight with you for you to explain, and then you still dump me or probably tell me you're not more interested? So she served me breakfast that year. Sorry. But then I enjoyed it because I feel I am alone. I can actually pick anyone that I wanted then. All right.
Yeah.
I was a bit open and free in the sense that there was a time in my life, okay, when she left in 2017, I hibernated. I never had anything to do with any lady. So in 2018, based on politics, I was actually fully in politics then. So I had a lot of time to do shenanigans around. I wanted to do shenanigans because I felt I was free. So I enjoyed my singleness then.
Yes. So the answer to the question is basically, it depends on your reason for being single and what you're doing, what you're using that freedom to do, right?
Yes.
So the next question is saying that, where is it now? Does it mean only Christians can be happy in relationships? No, that's not true.
Answer the question.
What's the question?
Does it mean only Christians can be happy in relationship? No, I don't agree.
No.
That's it. So it's our action that brings God's love. I always thought love does unconditionally. Mrs. Ibitoye has answered you. God loves everyone unconditionally.
Yes.
If I do the wrong thing, God stops loving me. No, He doesn't stop loving you. That has answered.
But you don't remain doing foolish things.
Yeah. Go ahead. Very true.
Yeah.
So Madam Elizabeth says, no, your action doesn't bring God's love. That's not what they meant. God is love. That's who he is. But then if you know God loves you regardless of what you do, you still do wrong. That's foolishness. In fact, this Mrs. Elizabeth, I should have even read your comments before responding. So Paul had a problem since he had a constant fleshly temptation. I don't understand. Is this a question or a comment? First says, in a case whereby it seems God kept on pointing to one person among the men that comes to you, you decided to detach because you felt the guy isn't ready to be committed. Answer question.
Let me get the question again.
The last question, in
a case whereby it seems God kept on pointing to one person amongst the men that comes to you, you decided to detach because you decided to detach because you felt the guy is not ready to be committed. Okay,
if he's not ready.
So there was a time like that in the relationship where I was saying I can't be the one to actually toast him. I went there. I went visiting, and then he said some certain things. I feel, okay, I'm not in the picture anymore. And
that was 2019.
And that was fine by me. I went back. But since God is still saying the same thing, at the same time, I can't still come to him that, guy, guess what? God said if you marry, I won't say that. Do you get? So I still stayed on my own. Then I was still trusting for that. If he's the one, tell the guy to come. Do you get it? Yeah. So that's just it. There'll be a time this person will come and but just keep waiting rather.
Keep waiting. It needs to be ready to be committed because the energy.
He asked me on a date. He texted me. I said that's not how to ask a girl out. I said it point blank. I said that's not how to ask a girl out. I said that's rude.
Yeah.
I said that's rude. You don't ask a girl out like that. So he asked us to meet at a restaurant and we met there, we talked, and then my verdict was like, I'm going to talk to my pastor. Meanwhile, I was waiting for him. But I still said I was going to talk to my oversight because they are the one that asked me to come to Lagos. So after discussing with him, but when I said everything, my pastor was like, man, everything you have said concerning this guy is good, and that's why I'm going to see him. Ask him to come see me. And then even the day, he said, even though you're earning 10,000 naira, I will give my child to you. I was like, Jemo, what? You know?
I remember the day you told me as well about I kept on telling you, like, wow, see who we have been waiting for, that song. And that's the song that I will end with, which I pray will be our testimony for all of us that are single and waiting and in a relationship, or someone is asking a question. I saw the question, but we're not going to take it, please. That question that God asked a prophet to marry a prostitute, it is not a principle. That is not God's principle. It was a one-off thing that God just wanted to demonstrate unconditional love to the
specific instructions.
Yes. So you need to focus on your own specific instruction. That is not God's principle. God will not direct you
to do so. You will also hear God. It will
exactly.
It will be direct. You will know that this is the will of God for you. So that's
yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Ibitoye, for investing your time, your data, your energy, your story, your vulnerability, your everything to us. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. I know I'm supposed to freaky your account, but trust me, with time, when I blow, I go do the needful.
It's a pleasure having you around.
Thank
you so much. Thank you for always encouraging me. In fact, anytime I see your marriage, I am inspired. I am constantly inspired. I'm happy that I did not even wait. I did not for me to in the comments. Thank you so much. That's from Miss Toyin Kole Osho. Please can we unmute?
Thank you so much.
And say thank you so
much, Madam Victoria. Oh, I'm grateful. Thank you for making Christian marriage
my video and play the song by Nathaniel Bassey, and that's what we're wrapping up with. See what the Lord has done. What we waited.
That's our song.
That's the song.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Someone says for me, this meeting was worth my time. Thank you. Thank you for that feedback.
Really
I'm going to play that song. Nathaniel Bassey, and that's what we're going to wrap up with.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. This will be someone's testimony in this last second quarter of this year. What we waited for has come to pass. See what the Lord has done.
Bye.
See what the Lord. So I'm gonna stop recording and live streaming now. This song is "See What the Lord Has Done" by Nathaniel Bassey. I own no copyrights to it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for investing your time and your data with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Lord has done.